boy. So, I had to see it. I had to see it. I heard that it's just like the audience score is horrible. The critics didn't like it. Man. Okay. So, this is not these are not the characters that we've all grown to love at all. First of all, we already know it's, they diversified something they didn't need to diversify. It was like, it's hilarious because Velma is a brown Asian. She's Indian. And then Daphne is a yellow Asian. Okay. And then Shaggy is a black man. And Fred is a white man. No Scooby so far. Now, none of them, not one, and Velma is the closest to it, and that's not saying much at all. None of them have the personalities that we grew up loving. None of them. None of them have the personalities that were in the cartoons. These are totally revamped. Okay, so race swaps, and we know they're going to sexuality swap stuff, and personality swapped everything. Like, I don't recognize these characters at all. And speaking of sexuality, what is this rated? So I just got done watching. What is it rated? More info. TVMA. Okay, so it's TVMA. Because at first I thought it was going to be kind of like rated for everyone. No, it's not. Because there's an early scene in here where like all the girls are in the shower naked, having a conversation about stuff, and I'm like, what? I'm like, okay, so I assume kids aren't going to be watching this. So this being TVMA, I would assume is for adults that grew up on the series. Well, it ain't for us because these are not the characters that we grew up with. I laughed around, I would say 4 or 5 times, like a chuckle like that. Like, okay, like legitimate, brought about 4 or 5 laughs out of me. But overall, the show is just, it's bad. It's bad. And I don't see it going anywhere. I don't see it getting a second season, And hey, it is what it is. Maybe it was too far into production and they just let it out. But I know WB, HBO, whatever, I know they know better than this after the way things have been going. I mean, this is the same streaming service that has House of the Dragon. So as good as that is, if you're like, on the executive board picking what's going to come out, the same executive board does not approve House of the Dragon and this at the same time. It makes me feel like it was a money thing, like they had to, or maybe something with contracts. I don't know, but I am not watching the rest. Post comments down below. Let me know what you all thought. I had to try it. I had to try it because guess what? I didn't think that I was very worried about Ms. Marvel, and Ms. Marvel ended up being all right to me. I was like, it's not bad. It's all right. I wouldn't watch it again because it wasn't great, but it was all right. You know what I mean? They didn't prove my suspicions wrong. Ms. Marvel did. And other things have too, but not this. 10 million subscribers. Whoa.